Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So it is May 2nd, right at 4:30. Temperature's about 73 degrees and 30%. And you guessed it, I'm over here at Southwest Elementary School because a nice gentleman that tends to the grounds over here gave me a call about an hour ago because he noticed a swarm of bees on the ground right behind the cafeteria. So come join me, let's go check it out and see if we can relocate another swarm. This should be swarm number 9 for the season. So let's go see what we got going on. All right, over here behind the cafeteria, I already took my nuke box out this way and got it set up. Ton of clover, so no wonder the bees like this area. But no kidding, first time I've ever been called to rescue a swarm off the ground. So I'm gonna take my time, see if I can find the queen. I also don't see anywhere that they are located in the bush here. But yeah, either way, I'm just gonna set up the nuke box in front of the swarm that's right there on the ground. I pulled a frame out of one of my hives that has some drawn comb and nectar, so it has some of that bee stink on it, so that should help attract the bees. All right, this is pretty cool. No kidding, within seconds of opening the entrance that's on the other side of the nuke box that's closer to the ground, bees have already started to check it out and start to move in. All right, I'm gonna change stuff up. I'm gonna actually take the top off of the box, pull the frame out that has some drawn comb on it, see if I can get the bees to start crawling up on it, put those bees in the box, and see if that entices the rest of the colony to move in. All right, this is exactly what I thought or was hoping would happen. All right, that's pretty much that, folks. It's about 4:45, been here for about 15 minutes. The bees seem to enjoy the frame of drawn comb that had some nectar on it. That really seemed to entice them. They started moving right towards it as soon as I set it down in front of them. And as soon as that frame got filled up, put it in the box, moved the box over into the current position, and they started crawling in right away. So I'm not sure if I have the queen or not. I didn't see her at all on the frame. I didn't cage her, but so far so good. I'm gonna leave them in place, come back after sunset, and they should be completely moved in. And if that's the case, which I imagine it will be, I'll just close the entrance and take them back to my bee yard. Easiest swarm of the year so far, number 9. All right, hey, back at Southwest Elementary. It is just after 7:15, maybe 5-minute drive from the house, which is Awesome. And let's take a look at the box to see what we got going on. All right, well, hey, in the last two hours, it looks like all the bees that were on the ground here made their way into the box. And that's exactly what I was hoping to see. Not a whole bunch of bees hanging out at the entrance, so I can just close up the little blue dial and then get them transported over to my house, back into my yard. And then let's see, today's Tuesday, so I'll get into them this weekend and figure out what we got going on. So stay tuned for that video. A few field bees still out flying around, which is normal, but I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes or so and close everything up and get out of here. All right, hey, quick change of plans, folks. So I've actually decided that I'm going to leave the box here overnight and let the rest of the bees that are out foraging return. That also lets the bees get reacquainted with the box and get set up tomorrow. And then I plan on coming out tomorrow night, well after sunset, so probably around 9 p.m. or so, closing up the entrance and then taking the box back to my bee yard. I really don't want to leave any stragglers out, which is exactly what would happen if I just closed up the box and took it tonight. And like I said, having been here for about 15 minutes or so, there's actually surprisingly a decent amount of field bees returning to the box, which is why I'm changing up the plan for today. So I'll be back tomorrow and close them up and bring them back over to my yard then. All right, it's the following evening, May 3rd, right at 8:30. Temperature's about 60 degrees, and this is exactly what I was hoping for. No bees at the entrance. It's where I can just close them up and off to my bee yard. So that's that. Let's get them situated back in my yard, and I'll take a look at them this weekend. All right, there we go. We got them situated right between hive number 1, number 2, right between number 2 and number 3. And if this is an actual swarm, let's see, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be number 11 for the year. So let's get them opened up. Tomorrow's weather looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, they are still there. All right, yeah, so I look forward to popping in the yard about midday tomorrow and seeing how much flight activity we have going on with hopefully what becomes number 11 for 2023. All right, hey, it's May 6th, just after 6 p.m. Temperature's like 70 degrees, humidity's in the mid 40s, and I am out here in the yard to finally get into what is swarm number 9. This is the swarm that I rescued from Southwest Elementary School. They've been over in the yard since, I believe, Wednesday night. So I rescued them Tuesday, got them into a box. I left the box in place overnight and into the next day due to the amount of field bees that were coming back into the box Tuesday night. So I picked them up Wednesday, and they've been over in the yard ever since. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so 4 days now. And this will be the first time that I have gotten into them. I just wanted to let them settle. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's a decent amount of bees in there. So yeah, first time opening up the 5-frame nuke box for swarm number 9. I'm assuming they're queen right because it was a swarm. I don't know if she is marked or not, but I did give them one frame that had maybe half of it drawn out with comb and some nectar, as y'all saw in the early portion of the video. The rest of the frames were completely blank plastic foundation. So anything that's been drawn out on the outer 2 frames, the outer 4 frames, because I put the 1 frame with the drawn comb in the center, at least that's what I think I remember. Let's get into them and let's see what they got going on. I wanted to do this today because I'm gonna get into the rest of the hives tomorrow, and then seeing what they have going on will also give me an idea basically what I need to do for tomorrow regarding this hive and moving them into some additional equipment. So I don't think it's going to take me that long to go through this colony. I'm really trying to see if they have a queen, because I'm not too sure about that. I don't know why, because you know, you would think all swarms would have a queen, but maybe not. And again, if I can't find anything, or if I can't determine anything today, I'm not too terribly worried about it, because I plan on getting into the bees tomorrow, and I'll just take a look tomorrow again if I need to. So that looks like a whole lot of very new wax filled with some very nice looking nectar. Again, I'm really hoping to find the queen. I'll cage her. I might even mark her up tonight, put everything back together, and then figure out a plan tomorrow if they need more space or not. And there is nectar just dripping off this frame. Okay, so far I'm not seeing anything. And they built this comb off of the plastic foundation, so there's some cavities behind it, which basically means the queen can be hanging out anywhere. It just gives her more places to hide, really. Okay. It's going to take a few more seconds to look around, but if I don't see her, it's really not a big deal. Because there's tomorrow, like I said. Okay, well, I was hoping for different results tonight, but again, it's not the end of the world because there's tomorrow. And even if I don't find her tomorrow, just give it time. Okay, they are queen right, as I can see down in some of the cells now, and I'm looking at eggs, so they have a queen. Oh yeah, they're queen right for sure. Okay, that's a good sign. All right, nothing to rush. It's really not that important. There's signs that they're queen right, so that's good enough for now. Let's get them put back together. Take a look at them tomorrow. They actually have, I need to do something with this frame because it's kind of loose and falling apart. But they do have enough space for now, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, I'm satisfied with what I saw. So swarm number 9 confirmed queen right, several cells with eggs, no issues, nothing really stands out, and surprisingly they're bringing in a ton of nectar and have drawn out a lot of comb so far. So I'll check in with them. I'll check them out tomorrow to see mainly if I can find the queen then, and if not, again, it's really not a big deal at all. But yeah, that's it for swarm number 9 for now. Maybe, yeah, take one more look tomorrow, and that'll be it for this video, and then they'll just get incorporated into weekly inspections. It's May 7th, just after 10 o'clock. I'm going to try my luck one more time with swarm number 9 to see if I can find the queen, cage her, get her marked, and if not, I will basically turn this into a weekly inspection, and that'll be it for this video. I have a feeling the queen is hiding behind this one frame that has the comb drawn off of the plastic foundation, because there's a lot of places to hide on that frame, so we'll see. Again, just one final attempt to find the queen, get her marked, and call it a day with this colony. Probably not on this frame, because they're just working this to draw out some wax. Nice brood. I'm sorry, not brood, but eggs. Ton of eggs on this frame. So like I said in the previous video from yesterday, they're queen right. This is just me basically wanting to find her and mark her, so then on a weekly basis it should be a little easier to spot her. But yeah, ton of eggs, very nice. Let's see, where could she be? Also very curious to see what she looks like, because the swarms that I've caught this year, every single one of them has had very nice large queens. And to Bill's point, he said this earlier in the year to me, he believes the swarm queens are just way more healthier, and I believe them based off what I'm seeing this year. So this is the frame I'm talking about. She can be anywhere underneath this comb, so I hate to tear it down, but I might end up removing it at a later time and maybe affix it to another frame. Because sometimes when they draw it off of the plastic foundation like that, it tends to be a little loose. And holding a frame like this in the past, yeah, for instance, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little loose and sometimes it can fall off, which has happened before. All right, well, I know she's in here because there's enough evidence that they are queen right, but because of this frame, she can be hiding anywhere behind that comb. And I like to check all the frames because I have found queens on frames just like this. No real business being there, but they're pretty smart and they know when something's up in a hive because of all the light coming in, and I believe they actually try to avoid me sometimes. All right, one final look on this frame, because if she's on here, it'll be a little easier to find her. I'm really glad I put this frame in the box when I went to relocate the swarm off the ground, because they immediately started crawling towards it, which I was hoping they would. Maybe partly due to the nectar and it having drawn comb. But at the same time, it looks like the queen started using this frame immediately to start laying some eggs. All right, I guess that's not gonna happen today, which is fine. They have plenty of space due to providing them one frame with drawn comb initially, so I'm just gonna leave them alone. And y'all will have to tune in to the weekly inspection videos if you're interested to see if I ever find the queen. All right, that does it for me today. That's swarm number 9. Queen right again, like I said from yesterday evening's video. Queen right, nice eggs in the initial frame that I provided them when I rescued them on Tuesday and then moved them over to the yard on Wednesday. So that's it. See y'all next time.